everyone, welcome to today's live stream. You join me on the SpaceX YouTube page, waiting for them to start their broadcast. Today we have a Falcon 9 mission, sending some Starlinks up to low Earth orbit. Said to be really fun, usual SpaceX rocket, you know. It's going to land, everything is going to go smooth. Two things to note today. If you hear my baby, I've just put her down to sleep for a nap. She's crying at the moment, so you might be able to hear her. Hopefully she'll fall asleep soon and I won't need to go and attend to her. Hello, Martin. But yeah, so we're just waiting on the SpaceX to start their stream. Oh, Martin. Straight away. Oh, Martin. I This Nightbot really doesn't like you. I might have to do something with Nightbot that allows you to look at Chunky Broski. Oh God, I am not chunky. I've actually lost a bit of weight. Thank you very much. Half a stone to be precise. I've been working a lot. I've been doing a lot of overtime. So. I'm just going to move my microphone over to here. And are we going to get in the way? No, we're not. Look at that. Yeah, see that? If I move it there. Get off today view. Right. So, 5 minutes to lift off. Well, not to lift off, to their broadcast time. We're going to just head over to SpaceX.com. I think, Martin, there is a thing I can do to like allow it for you to say stuff, but where's the fun in that, eh? So this is our rocket. I think this is booster B410 or something, which I can't read. Yes, I am on it. Hello. I can hear his voice in my head. That's quite funny. Hello, Manu. We love you. We miss you. Right. So yeah, this is our flight profile for today. Standard Starlink launch. So you've got the launch, you've got the ascent, you've got stage separation, then you've got your basically a little backflip that the booster does. Booster comes down, and then entry burn, slows down, and then does a vertical landing on the drone ship, which today is A Shortfall of Gravitas. So yeah, that's going to be quite sick, while the fairing separates up there and the payload separation. So yeah, it's going to be cool. We are we're about here at the moment. No, we're not. We're about 16 minutes, I think, from launch. Yeah, just over 16 minutes till launch. So today's thing is going to be okay. So there is a coast phase of basically an hour. So once the drone ship well, yeah, technically, once the drone ship has caught the booster, we'll wait for them to finish their confirmation, all that, and then we'll probably end the live stream. So not a long one today. I'm getting annoyed that I don't get to see, like, some of these used to be like really short ones, but you used to get like the payload separation. You actually used to see the Starlink getting deployed, but now these are like an hour long, and it's just kind of annoying. I don't have an hour to do, and also for waiting from 8 minutes to 1 hour and 5. It's a long time. There's not really much to do. So, yeah, you might actually hear the dog bark as well in a bit. The wife has popped to Tesco to go get some chocolate, because we both deserve it. So, yes, let's see. Let's get out of this view. Let's see where we are. 1 minute and 20 seconds off. So, yeah. We are good. You might notice the green screen is working beautifully now. I finally got it set up to it. Like, not even, like, used to get the little artifacts down here. Don't get that anymore. Really cool. Really happy with that. So, what we're going to do. I don't know why it keeps flashing like that. It's so weird. But we have 3 people watching. Hello, 3 people. So yeah, we are still waiting. The SpaceX update. That was good. If anyone has got an hour and like 20 minutes to spare, watch this here. This was amazing. Elon giving his presentation about what's going to happen with SpaceX in terms of Starship, which is awesome. And the end of the month, touch wood, you know, we will have a time, or at least not a date as such, but a roundabout time that Starship will go for its first orbital flight test, which is going to be nuts, absolutely nuts. So, there's 15,000 people almost watching this waiting for the SpaceX one, which is mad. Let's have a quick look and see what's happening over at Boca Chica. God, it's 7 a.m. or 7:30. That is mad. Look how foggy it is. Misty. Man, that's so unfair. I wish, I wish I was in Texas right now. Actually, funny fact, one of my friends from work is actually going to Texas, end of this month, I think. A couple of weeks' time. We're going to stay over in Houston, which I'm totally not jealous about. Today's drink of choice is bubblegum. Good old bubblegum. I love this stuff. So yeah, we are just waiting now for SpaceX to get on with their live stream. In the meantime, I have here the completed drone, and now the props are going to be see-through, 2 of them, because these ones are actually very light green, which is actually thought that they were broken then for a second. But yeah, so we have maidened this. It flies crazy good, and this is on the 4S, and it can go up to 6S. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more freestyle drone stuff coming up. Bit of a bodge to get this one together, as always for me. I brought the wrong standoffs here, the purple things, so they're too high for the camera mount. So the camera mount is actually epoxied in. The stack, the actual thing, is held in with nylon screws and black tape everywhere, because I forgot that carbon fibre is a good insulator. Oh, let's turn these captions off. There we go. So we are 4K for me because I want to see it in all its glory. But yeah, let's get the SpaceX sound on, and yeah.
10, 9, 8, side booster ignition. 6, 5,
Oh, that double boom.
3,
2, 1. Oh man, it's so cool. No more drones. Well, sorry Martin, but you know, drones are what I love.
March 9th, and you're looking at a live view of Falcon 9 as it awaits.
There you go, with 12 minutes.
Eastern Time launch from Florida's Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at Launch Complex 40. My name is Yomezo, and I'm joining you bright and early on the West Coast today from our headquarters in Hawthorne, California. I'll be your host for our 41st overall Starlink launch this morning. And if you don't know, Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX. Starlink can provide high-speed, low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations around the globe. Our launch today will be taking 48 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. For today's launch, we won't have ground station coverage of payload deployment, which is planned to happen a little after T+1 hour. So this means we won't have live audio or visual confirmation of payload deployment in real time. And because of this, we will end our webcast just after second stage engine cutoff, or SECO-1, and confirm deployment on social media platforms once we regain coverage at T+1 hour and 19 minutes.
Why do you have the bot thing? Because the bot thing's really good for streamers, you know, it moderates the chat.
The photos you're seeing on your screen are just some of the women who help make our work here at SpaceX
possible. When are we seeing you? Monday coming. I have a day off. We are going to look at the new house on Monday lunchtime, I think. So we'll be down in Borden then, because I've got to move. I've got to work Wednesday now. To get that Monday off, basically. So I won't be able to see you on Wednesday on your birthday, unfortunately. And then I'm off from the Monday following Tuesday, Wednesday, basically, because I'm working extra times. And I'll chat to you later about that.
And if for some reason we don't lift off today, we do have a backup opportunity tomorrow morning, Thursday, March 10th at 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. For now, let's take a closer look at the Falcon 9 sending our Starlink satellites to space today.
Oh.
What you see on your screen is a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket ready for our 10th launch in just 10 weeks of 2022.
You'll get a big present, don't worry.
Roughly the same height as a 20-story building. And starting from the bottom, we have the first stage, also referred to as the booster, which makes up about 60% of the entire length of the Falcon 9 vehicle. The dark soot you see around the lower part of the first stage are remnants from its previous launches. Now, this particular booster has supported 3 previous missions: COSMO-SkyMed, which launched a little over a month ago, and STP-2 and Arabsat-6A as Falcon Heavy.
So you've chosen no.
2019. As the name Falcon 9 suggests, attached to the bottom of the first stage are the 9 Merlin M1D engines. Now, these engines accelerate the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere and into various orbits in space. Moving on up, we have the inner stage. And as you can see on your screen, the carbon fiber inner stage is a distinct
Maybe
black
this
color
year.
because it is unpainted TPS.
Probably
or
next year.
thermal
Your big
protection
present.
The inner stage is mated to the Falcon 9 tanks in Hawthorne and typically stays mated until launch. Now, although this composite structure is officially part
It
of the
won't be
first
that
stage,
mine, I
it
promise.
also connects the first and second stages, as well
Oh,
as has
Chantel's at the
pneumatic
door.
pushers that allow for stage separation
Lola, come here.
during flight.
Lola.
The inner stage also houses the Merlin vacuum engine, or MVAC engine, of the second stage. Now, though very similar to the Merlin 1B engines of the first stage, that MVAC engine on the second stage has a much larger nozzle that allows the second stage to perform better in the vacuum.
Right, I'm just going to leave you guys for a second.
A more efficient rocket engine that gets better performance. As you can see on your screen, the white portion of the Falcon 9 above the black inner stage is that second stage. After the first and second stages separate about 2.5 minutes into flight, the second stage will ignite that single MVAC engine to carry the Starlink payload to its desired orbit. Following separation from the second stage, we will be attempting to recover the first stage for a fourth time on our drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas. If successful, it will mark the 110th recovery of a Falcon first stage, including Falcon Heavies. Now, above the second stage is the payload fairing, and that nose cone structure on the very top of the rocket is what protects these Starlink satellites until we reach the vacuum of space. Around 3 minutes into flight, once we've exited Earth's atmosphere, we will jettison those fairing halves and attempt to retrieve them once they return back to Earth. You may be able to tell that the fairing halves protecting our Starlink satellites today are brand new. They are looking pristine there on your screen. And we do plan to recover and reuse these fairing halves again using our recovery vessel, Doug. The next few weeks are big ones for us here at SpaceX. This Monday, March 14th, marks the 20th anniversary of our company's founding. Those of you who have followed us for a long time might remember some of the notable firsts captured in the footage you're seeing here. Now, our first successful Falcon 1 launch, our first Falcon 9 launch, the first time Dragon visited the ISS, the first time we landed a booster on land, the first time we landed on a drone ship, and of course, the first time we sent humans to space. It's been an amazing ride so far, and we don't expect that to change anytime soon. At the end of this month, we'll launch our first mission of private astronauts to space with the Axiom 1 crew to the International Space Station, followed just a couple weeks later by our 5th launch of NASA astronauts to the ISS with Crew 4. A big thanks to the entire SpaceX team for working hard every day to create a future we can all get excited about. The latest weather forecast from Space Launch Delta 45 shows that we are 80% favorable for liftoff today. The vehicle, satellites, and range are all looking good for an on-time liftoff just a few minutes from now at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time. The next major milestone you're about to see on the screen involves the Transporter Erector, or TE, which is that truss structure to the left of the Falcon 9 vehicle. Heard the call out that the strong back retraction process has begun. So to prepare for that process, the TE clamps, which you can barely see below that fairing, will open, and then the transporter erector will begin to pull slightly away from the rocket until the hydraulics pull the TE even
Right, guys, I am back. We are just under 4 minutes from liftoff, so that should be good. Okay, we have 3 people watching. Hello, all 3 of you. Don't forget to hit the like let me know in chat where you guys are from, your subscribers or not. Who has...
1 million pounds of kerosene fuel and liquid oxygen.
Someone's gone, yes, it will explode. I'm guessing that's probably Rich watching. That's who I can guess would probably put that.
Now, the white clouds that you see around the vehicle is the chilled gas inside the vehicle.
I've got chocolate now, so I'm happy.
Tank liquid surface that we sometimes vent overboard to maintain the pressure in the tank is needed. We just finished that stage 1 LOX load. And again, when that gas comes out of the vehicle into the warmer Florida air, the humid air will condense into clouds made out of water.
Oh wow.
Similar to when you have a cold glass of
The moon.
condensation forms.
You're definitely not from the moon, Mark.
We just finished prop loading of the first stage, and the second stage should finish up here
guys,
in just
I want to go
30
back
seconds,
here.
to finish its liquid oxygen loading.
My hotel in Florida. Oh, look at it.
The reason that we wait till so late in the countdown to finish our liquid oxygen loading is because it is super chilled. We want to give it as little time to warm up as possible.
So yeah, we are getting ready to go. So that post over there. Oh, someone else. Stop that. Stop what?
Second stage. There it is. Second stage LOX loading is complete.
Stop eating.
At T-minus 1 minute here shortly, Falcon 9 will be in startup, and this is where the Falcon internal
I think
computers
Martin.
will take over the
He just put
countdown.
stop that.
This is also when the first and second
Oh,
stages
stop.
begin
Stop talking about
pressurizing
America.
launch, using the onboard helium
What?
systems that they carry.
You added a video, madam. Yeah, stop with the hotel pictures. I'm sorry, Martin, but look at it.
White cloud coming from the Falcon 9 is that venting from the tank to maintain pressure.
We stayed just under here, and you guys stayed just over there. Oh, I miss Florida. You want to be there. Martin says hello.
Hi.
Right, here we go.
Is in startup. Now, in just a few seconds here, we'll wait for the final launch director go for launch.
Time to let the American broomstick fly and hear the sound.
Oh!
Is go for launch.
LV is given that go for launch. All systems are go. Let's
Okay.
get into that terminal
So-
countdown and watch as Falcon 9 takes our Starlink.
So if you heard the broomstick thing, America's broomstick, that's a shot on the Russian, what's that? Their space agency. They said, oh, who would, the Americans would get their broomsticks.
She's laying on her belly.
Okay, go roll her over then. I'd say go roll her over, just Kevin.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go, and we have liftoff.
She's okay. She's got her head that way.
Okay, that's fine then.
I'm leaving her.
Right, here we go. A usual, normal Falcon 9 rocket.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from
Look
Space
at that.
Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying our stack of 48 Starlink satellites to
Woo!
low Earth
Almost
orbit.
dropped my bit of chocolate.
Moments ago, we throttled the 9M1D engines down, reducing the speed by decreasing the flow of fuel to the engine. Now that's in preparation for max Q, which is the maximum aerodynamic pressure that the vehicle will see, coming up in just a few seconds.
Oh, man.
That is max Q, and we will have 3 events events happening here shortly. We will have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine startup 1. Now, main engine cutoff is where all 9 of those M1D engines currently burning will shut off to slow the vehicle down in preparation for the next event, stage
This is
separation.
Miko.
Now, this is where the first and second stages will separate.
There's a whole little bar
The
gone.
start of our second engine MVAC chill has
It
started.
goes too quickly.
There's 3 in there, but one of
After
them's
stage
mine.
separation, the first stage will make its way back down to Earth for landing, whereas the second stage will continue on its journey to the third event of second engine startup 1. That's where that single
Look at
MVAC
that.
engine will light up and propel the second stage along with the Starlink satellites to orbit. The cool views of the first stage with with the Earth in the background.
How mad is that? That this has got so routine now. And stage separation.
Stage separation confirmed.
You see on those
How the hell that camera doesn't get burnt is
see on those cool
mad.
views of the first and second stage.
There goes the
You can see
fairings.
The fairing have just popped off there, but we did have a successful main engine cutoff, stage separation,
Bearing separation confirmed.
and second engine startup 1. And as you saw, we had a
Nice.
successful fairing deployment. And SpaceX has reflown the Falcon fairing half since 2019. But
Where's
again,
the fairing?
has
Sometimes you
been
can see the
mission are
fairings.
brand new.
There you go. You can see the fairing there, flipping back out.
Our recovery vessel Doug for a future mission. You can see cool live views from the Falcon 9 first stage on your left with its grid fins deployed, and the second stage on your right with that single MVAC engine burning.
The baby is awake.
As second stage heads towards its targeted drop-off orbit for our Starlink satellites, stage
That's
1
not
will
bad,
complete
almost
2
half
burns
an
in
hour
order to make
for
its
a
way
kit.
back down to Earth. The first is the entry burn. This is where 3
Acquisition of signal.
Bermuda.
entry burn is where 3 of the M1D engines will reignite to help slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. The second burn is the landing burn, and this is a single engine burn that brings the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on our drone ship.
I mean, this is basically what the Starship will
If
do.
you're just joining us,
but
we've had a successful
the
liftoff of Falcon 9
booster
from
will
Cape
basically
Canaveral
come back
Space Force Stations,
and land.
640, and right now you're looking at live views from the first and second stages. The first stage currently making its way back to our drone ship.
Making my
A
way
Shortfall of
downtown.
Gravitas,
I'm a seagull. Go
the
fuck
Atlantic
yourself.
Ocean, and the
Da-da-da-da-da-doo.
second stage carrying our stack of 48 Starlink satellites to their low Earth orbit.
Oh,
And this
look
is our
at
10th
Jessica.
mission of 2022. In fact, it's the 10th mission
Yeah,
in
whatever.
10 weeks. And the
We've got a
7th
few minutes
Starlink
left and then
mission of
are we done with
2022
this?
so far.
Video.
Come here, Jess.
Daddy's live stream. A bit tired.
Here you go, Jess.
Now, the Merlin engines on that first stage are optimized for sea level.
Say hello,
They
everyone.
achieve 190,000 pounds of thrust during ascent and descent.
Hello,
And in
people.
contrast, that MVAC
Look,
engine
Jess,
that
up
you
here.
see on the right side of your screen is optimized for 220,500 pounds of thrust in vacuum.
Yeah, you can't press any of
The
them
main
buttons,
difference
Jess.
between these 2 engines is the size of that nozzle. You can see on the second stage there. It's much bigger than the M1Ds on the first stage.
No, we're almost done, Jess.
There's also a cool glamour shot of the Falcon 9 grid
Oh,
fins
lovely.
on those live views from the first stage on your left. And these are 4 hypersonic grid fins that are positioned near the top of the first stage.
There you go, Jess.
And they help to guide and steer that first stage as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere and helps
Hello, Jess.
orient it as it comes down back to Earth.
Hello, people. I'm awake now.
The Falcon 9 first stage is also equipped
Yeah.
with 4 landing legs made out of carbon fiber
Hello.
and aluminum honeycomb, and they're placed symmetrically around
Uncle
the
Tubby's
base
on
of the
them.
rocket So you'll want to watch
Uncle
out for
Tubby.
their deployment just prior to landing. We're coming up on our entry burn here shortly in just about 20 seconds here.
No, you
And
can't hit the
this is
keyboard.
A 3-engine burn meant to slow that first stage down as it
So this will be the
hits
entry
layers
burn.
of the Earth's atmosphere. The burn will last about 20 seconds or so.
Oh, I saw a
Stage
bubble.
1 TS is saved.
So now this is basically just
Stage 1
falling.
entry burn startup.
And this is sort of just slow it
At
down.
the start of our stage 1
There it goes.
entry burn.
Look how quickly it like decelerates.
TS is saved.
You can hear mummy with their mix, can't you? So this is just to slow it down like half its.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Is that half its speed?
Just had a successful stage
I can't remember if it's half the speed or like a quarter of the speed, something like that. Oh, Jessica, come on. She's trying to get the keyboard. She's been a little pain in the bum. Right, the poll is ended. And we have lost
We're just under a minute
that
to
again.
the stage 1 landing burn. That should start at about T plus 8 minutes and 25 seconds. And for those who follow along, that entry burn that we just did is the reason that we have soot on that first stage. So when we fly through our own, or in
Stage
Falcon
1
9,
transonic.
when Falcon 9 flies through
Transonic.
its own plume during that entry burn, that plume deposits the soot from our carbon-based fuel as it burns onto the sides of the first stage.
Ah, pretty cool.
Thermal guidance.
Coming up really shortly on stage 1 landing burn start.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Here it goes. Come on, get some footage.
We've started our stage 1 landing burn. We may or may not have videos for this. Should have second engine
Stage
cut
1
off
landing leg deploy.
Oh,
here shortly as well.
why is it? It's gonna be there. You ready? Oh,
There's second engine cut off.
oh.
We're waiting on confirmation of that stage 1 landing.
Ooh. No confirmation yet. This is unusual. Have they lost the booster? So at least the
Get
pay.
confirmation of a good orbit from our second
That's
stage
good.
carrying our Starlink satellites.
That's the part. The more
We're now
you know.
waiting for the deployment of our 48 Starlink satellites, which is scheduled to occur about a little under an hour from now.
Oh, they've not heard anything about the booster.
Detected loss of signal.
It's okay. I think they might have lost the booster. I'm just gonna go on
It
to.
looks like we did get confirmation from the teams that we did have a successful first stage landing,
Oh.
even though we haven't received any video or live views from that. But this does mark the 110th successful landing of our
Okay.
Falcon first stage, including Falcon Heavy.
It has.
We did have a good orbit for our second stage, and we're now just waiting on the deployment of our
Wow.
Starlink satellites. As I mentioned before, we won't have live audio or visual confirmation for payload deployment either currently due to lack of ground station.
There it
There's
is.
that Falcon 9 first stage.
Hey, inside the yellow ring. That's awesome.
But again, we will regain signal from our ground station at T plus 1 hour.
I think they had a bit of a fire.
So for those
'Cause
of you who
the-
are interested, we will keep the audio-only countdown nets up on our YouTube channel.
There's water spraying on them. That normally doesn't happen.
Of our Starlink satellites on our social media channels. But with that, cool view of the first stage on the drone ship. that will bring today's webcast to an end. Our team at SpaceX would like to send a big
Oh, it's a
thank you to
rocket.
the Range and Federal Aviation Administration for supporting our mission. Of course,
Look at the
thank you to
chance,
our
it's a
viewers
rocket.
and
Stage
all of
1
our
landing confirmed.
for stage 1 landing confirmed. But of course, thank you to all of our viewers and all of our Starlink customers using our service at this time. And if you're interested in signing up for Starlink, head over to starlink.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
Nice. Well, there we go, guys. Bit of a weird one with the confirmation of booster landing. That was yeah, a bit different to normal. I personally think they were shooting jets of water onto the bottom of the engines. So I wonder if it had like a bounce landing, or one of the engines were on fire or something like that. But yeah, so that will conclude. There goes my phone right down the side. But yeah, that will do it for today's web live stream.
You don't want to save the baby there, do you?
They are crap. They can video a rocket in space but can't record the land. Yes, but that is true, Mark. But the rockets, when they're landing on the boat, the camera signal is not going like between the shore and the boat. It's actually going up to the satellite and coming back. And the antennas, the new Starlinks that they've got on them.
What?
Go on, sod off, we're bored. Love you guys too. But yes, so bit of an interesting one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Lee. This is Jessica. Fly safe.